From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for July 19th, 2016. Today we're going to be taking a look at the USDCHF, the US dollar versus the Swiss franc for today's trade analysis, but first a recap of a couple of the trade suggestions made over the past few days. First off, we're starting here on the NZDUSD, New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Last week, first off, we go all the way back to last week, all the way up here at the pink shaded area at the 0.7300 level, the pink zone at the very top of the chart. We took a sell up there at 7300 and currently holding the last remaining portion of that position as it continues to pressure lower. There's the trade going down here at the trade window, 260 pips on the trade from the pink zone. So if you were here last week, hopefully you were able to take advantage of that. Yesterday we saw the market pushing underneath this yellow shaded area and holding as resistance inside this yellow zone between 7100 and 7125, which could have produced an opportunity for you to add on to the trade or get in if you weren't in from the trade from the 7300 level. You can see I actually added on to the position down here at 7110 as it pushed into that yellow shaded area, 7109, 7110 area. As it pushed into the yellow shaded area, holding there as resistance, stop loss was above it. So you had two opportunities really over the past several days to trade the New Zealand dollar. One sub all the way at the top. Actually, once it broke under the green zone, the blue zone, the yellow zone, all of these were opportunities within the direction of the downward slide that we've seen here for the New Zealand dollar to take advantage of the fall. Well, once again today, we sit underneath this purple shaded area. So if you look at the pattern of this trend, we've seen the market falling. I'm trying to put one more arrow up here at the top. We've seen the market falling, found resistance at the pink zone, broke the green zone, broke the blue zone, broke the yellow zone. So the pattern is breaking the support and continuing to the next support. If it continues, we would suspect it would make it all the way back down here towards the orange shaded area and the 69.80 or so level. So what we'll be watching for today is, again, very similar to yesterday's yellow shaded area, holding here in the purple zone and targeting back down to the orange zone. Now it doesn't have to do that, of course, so your risk and your stop loss, and I'm just going to move this little red line down, will now be above the purple zone if you decide to jump in on this New Zealand dollar today. Next, moving over to the GBPUSD, I'm going to go ahead and take it on down to the 4-hour time frame. If you were watching this yesterday after the trade room, it wasn't something that got posted to the notifications, but we noted the fact that as long as it stayed underneath this yellow shaded area, we would look for an opportunity for it to go short. Well, as it rallied into there, 33.05, I went ahead and took a short there, and of course clearly now pressuring down towards the purple shaded area and into profit. So if you took a sell from yesterday's trade room discussion into the yellow zone and the 3300 level, you're in profit. Protect profit. Don't think you want to go short right now, but any rally underneath this green zone today, if it holds underneath the green zone and finds resistance 3175, 3200, that may become our next opportunity. Or the next thing we will be looking for on the pound dollar would be the breakdown of the 3100 level in the purple shaded area that you see here on the chart. Okay, next moving over to the USDCHF, there's a couple of things we've been studying. First off, the downtrend channel, the red trend lines that you see here on my chart. And then recently we have been in an uptrend. That's the blue trend line on the right-hand side of the chart. So we've seen the long-term downtrend, shorter-term uptrend here for this currency pair. Currently, the market is bullish. We've seen it moving higher over the past several weeks, and that's the direction that we've been focusing our efforts in here for the US franc. But being aware of the top red trend line here, noting the fact that we are at resistance, and we'll need to break that resistance if we're going to see the market continue in the current direction that it's been going in. Zooming in here a couple of times here on the daily time frame. Take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days now, stuck between the purple zone at the top and the orange zone at the bottom. Yesterday, and it's actually still sitting there, I put a buy limit down there at the orange shaded area, hoping that if it took a dip down there in towards 9800, I could get into a buy and target back up to the purple zone in the direction of the trend. Well, it never made it deep enough and never made it back down low enough for me to get into the trade. So I'm not in it. If you jumped into it earlier before 98.10, then maybe you're into profit now and you should be protecting profit. Clearly, you don't want to buy it right now. We're at resistance. Take a look. The last several times we've touched here at 98.60 up to 98.80 is the purple zone. You don't want to buy it into resistance. There's really only two reasons to buy it. You buy it on a dip to the orange zone, or you buy it on a breakout above the purple zone, which is 98.80 at the top. So what I'm looking for today is the market to remain bullish, break out above the purple shaded area, giving us an opportunity to buy it above there. Open and close above the purple zone will be the main focus for me on the US franc today. I don't really have any inclination to go short right now. We don't really have any evidence that the sellers are coming back in and trying to change the pattern of the trend back to the downside, so not really interested in selling. Now, if you decide to, of course, your stop loss should be just above the purple shaded area. 4-hour time frame. Let's zoom it out a little bit here. Again, it never made it down deep enough to take me into that orange shaded area, unfortunately, and now doing exactly what we thought it would do and pressuring back up towards 98.60. Again, the only real next opportunity that I see here with the bullish pressure and with the uptrend is the breakout above 98.80 for the US franc today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.